Hello everyone, Mr. Kaczynski here. We are continuing on with section Y of Algebra 1 in IXL, which is monomials. We were identifying monomials in skill 1. Now in skill 2, we're going to start multiplying monomials. All right, simplify, express your answer using positive exponents. Okay, so with multiplication, this is a monomial times a monomial, 6r times 2r. It's basically just saying 6 times r times 2 times r. And with multiplication between the commutative properties and the associative properties, we can basically multiply in any order we want. So what I'm going to choose to do here is take this 6 and multiply it by this 2. 6 times 2 is 12. And then I'm going to multiply the r by the other r. R times r is r squared. So 6r times 2r is 12r squared. All right, another example of this, just with a little bit bigger numbers. Okay, we're going to simplify this expression. 10h to the 25th times 10h to the 64th. Okay, again, we can multiply in any order we want. This basically just says 10 times h to the 25th times 10 times h to the 64th. So we'll start off by doing 10 times 10. 10 squared is 100. And then we'll do h to the 25th times h to the 64th. We've talked about this a little bit. When you're multiplying numbers at the same base, and these have the same base, h, we're supposed to add the exponents. So 25 plus 64 will be our new exponent. So h to the 89th. So our answer is 100h to the 89th when we simplify this. Find the area of this parallelogram and simplify our answer. Well, the area of a parallelogram is its base times its height. So we're given both of those things that we need, okay? So the area is its base, which is, let I write that in green right here, 3h. I'm sorry, 3x, times its height, right here, 3x again, and then we're going to multiply these two expressions by each other, okay? So just like we did before, we can multiply the 3 by the 3, that gives us 9, and then the x times the x, which is x squared. So 3x times 3x is 9x squared, which is the area of this parallelogram. Moving on here, what about the area of a triangle? Well, the area of a triangle is a little bit different. The area of a triangle is 1/2 the base of times the height, because a triangle is always half of a rectangle. All right, so that's going to change things a little bit, but not a whole lot. First, identify the base, which is 8. So we're going to do half of 8, which would be 4. And then we're going to multiply by the height, which is 2x. And actually, I'm not going to do 1/2 of 8. I'm going to think about this as half of 16x, because that's what 8 times 2x is. So remember, multiplication is just repeated addition. So when I say 8 times 2x, I'm saying 2x plus 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 2x. I said 2x 8 times there, by the way. So now I can do half of that 16x, which is 8x. So it doesn't matter what order we multiplied in. I could have done 1/2 of 8 is 4, and then 4 times 2x would be 8x. Or I could do 1/2 of 2x is 1x, and 1x times 8 is 8x. No matter what order we multiplied in, we were going to get 8x. One more. All right, so lots of crazy stuff going on here. It's just a monomial times a monomial, though. So whenever we do that, all we have to do is remember that we can multiply in any order we want. So I'm going to do 10 times 8 is 80. Then I'm going to do r times r to the 18th, which is r to the 19th. Remember that this is actually r to the first power. Moving on, s to the 6th times s. Again, that's s to the first power. So we add the 6 and the 1, and we get s to the 7th. And lastly, how about t to the 98th times t to the 8th? I know they're big numbers, but it really doesn't change too much. The process is still the same. We just do 8 plus 98 is 106. So our answer here when we multiply these two monomials is 80 r to the 19th, s to the 7th, t to the 106th power. When we multiply these two monomials together, we get a new monomial. All right, so this is a lesson that should help you to do multiplying monomials, which is skill 2 in section Y of Algebra 1 on IXL.